Kareem Benzema flashback. It is another Benzema card. We have got a 91, is it 91? 91 version of him in Player of the Month. We have a 90 version for obviously his inform, and now we have an 86 with a considerable amount of pace increase on him. He has had a plus 10 on his pace from his Player of the Month, so a very interesting card to see how he goes with it. Obviously it is a flashback and it does require a signature signings card, which obviously they are about 40k now, so it's going to be interesting to see if this card's worth it. Personally, the Player of the Month I absolutely messed up on. I didn't realize that he kind of finished at 2 PM and I had one squad ready, but unfortunately we didn't finish it because I came back at about 4 PM. So we have now got Benzema 86 in the club. Should be quite a nice card by the looks of him. Still obviously has his traits, his finesse, team player, outside, and obviously leadership, but now he has more more pace. Obviously has taken a decrease onto his shooting, so if we do look at his kind of his gold card, he's got a -1 from that. If we looked at his Player of the Month, he's obviously had 88 shooting on that one, but only 85 on this one. Again, we've got the same dribbling, physicality we've lost 2, we've gained a lot more defending, a lot less passing, and obviously a massive pace increase. But in terms of the chemistry style, we are going to be looking at Hawk for him, because that will give you a boost on the pace, shooting, and obviously the physicality. So you get a +5 on his pace, a +7 on his shooting, and a +5 on his physicality, giving him 96 jumping, 83 strength, and 75 aggression. Let's go whack that on now and jump into the squad. So we've whacked the Hawk on him. As you can see, a lovely increase onto his finishing, pace, and obviously physicality. Agility balance is looking pretty nice, to be fair. His whole dribbling is pretty decent. He's always been somebody who's not necessarily gifted in kind of traveling with the ball, but most definitely in terms of controlling the ball, if that does make sense. He has always been fantastic at that. So I just want to jump straight into him. I'm interested to see if there is a massive difference between his 86 and his 90 or 91. So let's jump in and see what Benzema's worth. Benzema looking for a 1-2 with Ansu. Picks him. Oh, it's a good block. His acceleration definitely feels better. You can feel that. One touch and a finish. Beautiful. That is what we like from Benzema. Lovely control. Like I said, in terms of on the ball control, that is something he's always been good at. He definitely feels considerably faster, which is always fantastic with most of these cards. So that is a big benefit from him if you are looking at this version. And obviously in terms of rating for like managerial masterpiece and stuff like that, that is always going to be a godsend rather than trying to get a 91 version in. And also passing wise, always seems to be relatively on top of everything. I feel like he is just a very nice kind of all-rounded card. I'd be interested to see what a few of his kind of earlier versions of the game was, because I feel like he was not necessarily sought after, but most definitely not an awful card. Tries to get it past Adan there, but unfortunately doesn't manage to get it early enough. He's going to pick the pocket here. Little bit of pace. That's not a free. Yeah, okay then, ref. Lovely. Across goal. Solid save. Absolutely solid. Lovely dribbling. Lovely dribbling. Oh, no, it's not what I wanted. I think in general, just kind of like the first game mentality with him. I think most definitely he is a massive upgrade to his 91, which is hilarious to think, but I just think they've got this card absolutely right. He really has got all of the kind of package for a striker, really. Don't try something like that with him. Can we go across goal? I feel like lethal shot wise, definitely up there. He's got good pace. Obviously his agility balance has definitely been improved, which is always nice. I just think he is a wonderful card, and I think for how much is he coming in at now? I think it's about 120 to 130. I think it's an absolute steal for a card with obviously all of the SBCs we're getting. Benzema's through. Big hit. Solid goal. Absolutely solid. Little dink over. Dembele's not going to beat Rosalie onto the ball, unfortunately. But again, passing wise, he gets it there. I feel like you just needed that right moment there to really get the ball. And that's a good tackle. He knows exactly where we're going with that one. That was beautiful. Really took back a second there, but I did think that was going to be nice. It's just a shame. Couldn't get the finesse or anything else. Trying to scrape a shot there with Benzema on the corner. Can he? Oh, that's a stunning header. How on earth he's managed to do that? Gets in front of his man, gets the head on him, and it's a beauty. What was his heading? I think his heading's roughly stayed relatively similar. Heading accuracy 94. Obviously the jumping's gone up to 96 with that hawk. That is going to do absolute wonders for him being 6'1" as well. Ooh, long distance finesse. Sometimes you got to give it a go. There it is. Benzema for his hat-trick. Dinks the keeper. Oh, and it's hit the bar. Ooh, a little bit of a slam shot doing quite well for him as well. There it is. Oh, and that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. From a corner again, instead of the head in this time, just goes for the absolute volley. He's going to find in a bit of Ansu. Ooh, thought he may have been able to get the seconds there. And a tap-in. Absolute tap-ins. And bang, across goal, another beaut. So going into the overall for Benzema then. So as we kind of already established, he is 2 teams of an 83 with 1 signature player. Not the greatest requirement, I do kind of think. Obviously, we only have a select amount. That's why normally they do it when there's 2 teams, because then we don't get the kind of market of these being at least 40 to 35k each. These were about 18,000 at the one point, so very interesting to see them go up in so little time. Obviously, everybody else is dropping with all of these lining rounds, so you do need one of them at the very minimum to put into that 83 squad. I would recommend, actually, just as a quick topic with them, is if you are struggling for an 83 rated squad, always look at somebody like Jimenez. If you look at someone like Kramaric, because you think about it, if you can't get him for more than like 36, 37, because all of the low rated ones were about 40 when I was doing it, you can go and pick him up, and there is a higher rated, so you can do it. It's for like a K or 2. I think it's better just going for the high rated and then obviously putting in a lot less in there. It's just a little bit of food for thought. But in terms of the other SBC, it is just 1 inform and an 85 rated team. Again, 70 chem and 75 chem on the 2. Very simple, very easy. Obviously with the market how it is, things again a little bit cheaper. With this card then, obviously we do make the kind of massive comparison between him and obviously his 91, his highest rated card, or obviously kind of more of his 90. They're both very similar in terms of what you're kind of losing and gaining from them both, and obviously the Inform is the only one you can currently get if you didn't finish that player of the month. You are losing out on like about 10 to 12 pace. You're losing, no, you're gaining, sorry, then losing about 2 to 3 shooting depending on which version you're looking at. Obviously passing's going down by about 5 to 7, and then dribbling I believe is staying the same. You're kind of gaining quite a bit of defending, which is quite weird, but you're gaining plus 20 on the defending, and obviously you're losing 1 on the physicality. But in terms of the card, I'm very happy. I think the card is actually really nice. Feels a hell of a lot quicker, which is always a big benefit. Dribbling wise is quite nice. Strength, even when, what did we add? We added the Hawk, which turns him into a 91 rated striker. Figure that one out. But in terms of stamina, very good. Obviously his aggression, his strength goes up, which is always nice. Shooting is always going to be phenomenal. He was always fantastic at that. And like I say, just an overall very good player. I think the one benefit that you'll get that not many people will think of is when we do get managerial masterpiece, when we do get foundations with obviously these cards, he's even better now. 91 rated, very hard to put into a 78 rated team. An 86, not really that hard. It was actually pretty easy, so I think that's going to be a big advantage for him. And I did say I wanted to have a look at his generations from beginning, because I do remember him. Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's FIFA 10 or something around about that was 86 as well. 87, 85, and then FIFA 16 it was 86, and I think he just kept kind of fluctuating up and down between then, and then obviously he's kind of stayed 89 for the past 2 years, as obviously was 87 in FIFA 20. So an interesting card. He's managed to keep on top. Hopefully kind of the current affairs is kind of blown over now, and we can keep focusing on his football, because he is in absolute form right now in terms of what he's producing for Real Madrid, and most definitely that will translate heavily to FIFA. As you can see, many in-form cards in the past few years, so hopefully we do continue that. I think he's definitely a must-do SBC. 120k with obviously all of the SBCs. I really can't complain with how much he is. I think it's naturally a really good priced one. So let me know down below if you're going to be completing Big Boy Benz, and let me know how you get on with him. But other than that, make sure you like and subscribe. See you all for the next one. Peace.